When I heard about the fantasy fallout with DraftKings and FanDuel, I wanted to hop on my computer right away. Back here in our sports department is one of the last artifacts of a local Heisman hopeful. Well, Elizabeth, you really didn't need a crystal ball to figure out what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had in store for Andre Berto. Is it really that big of a deal?
No, Canadians don't really know what that is. I'm not sure what Super Bowl is.
Either do I, really. Oh, so who's going to win, North Carolina or Harvard?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. Sorry, smart kids. You're out.
Carl, we should make predictions real quick. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Wow, Super Bowl 50, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara. Bears. Man, not the Bears. Don't yell that, no. A twist of the chalk and a couple of quick words.
Very fast-paced format, very stylish.
He doesn't come across as a show-off, but he certainly plays like one. This artist of the automatic is Florian Kohler, better known as Venom. 8 years ago, he didn't have all that poison for pool, so he searched online for help.
Fine, I'll just learn pool that way.
Venom picked up things by seeing an idea and writing it down, then tilting the table into 3D in his head.
New shots after new shots, new video after new videos.
After watching everything he could, Venom felt the sport needed, well, a jump into the 21st century.
Whoa!
People all over the world started clicking on the tricks he created.
You see me from being terrible to right now being pretty decent.
For example, just one of his YouTube uploads got a quick 12 million hits. It didn't hurt having some ladies lay across the table. And trust me, Venom is a careful man when dealing with his models. He does all the work, and all you have to do is smile and look pretty. And those girls would be included in Venom's next project. Forget taped videos, he's ready to go live.
I just want to get out of this whole cliche from, the pool gambling, hustle, and smoking thing.
He wants to take his trick shots to another level and open up a one-of-a-kind show in Las Vegas. It could be the big break that makes him a mainstay on the Strip. Even back to the early years, this brother and sister have had a common bond that has never changed.
Then you get 1, 2, 3.
Still to this day.
Pro wrestling brought Rachel Kelso and her brother Ryan together, but that's not what holds them together, well, at least not anymore.
He'd already been on dialysis for quite some time.
I don't remember how it feels to feel good.
20 plus years as a diabetic shut down Ryan's kidneys. Options, time, and optimism had run out. That's when Rachel stepped back from the role she had been playing in the ring. One person, two characters. Rachel Kelso, the donor. Allie Parker, the wrestler. Only one could go on.
I'm trying to keep it together every moment, even right now.
Rachel would have a kidney cut out. Ryan would have a second chance.
Someone asked if we were excited.
I'm ready, I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
We didn't say a word.
Before anybody went under the knife, Allie Parker had to say goodbye to the loyal fans of future stars of wrestling.
The biggest fiction!
On the outside, Allie was ready for her retirement. On the inside, Rachel felt her emotions race.
But once I hit the curtain, it goes away. Well, actually, once we get going.
It was on a Saturday night that Ryan watched from the stands while Allie put on the show. By Monday morning, the siblings were side by side. Their lives as brother and sister had come down to this. The surgery went as planned. These pictures taken just 2 days after the kidney went from Rachel to Ryan. Now on the road to recovery, they can always go back to the bond that brought them to this point and enjoy pro wrestling like they used to from outside the ring.
2, 3, 4.
Well, I don't know if I told her thank you yet, but thank you.
Hey, no problem.
January 1986. There's me, only 6 months old. My parents dressed me as a certain punky QB, and I was forced to watch Super Bowl 20. Hi, how you doing? Good morning to you. It took me 29 years, but now here I am, all grown up and taking a stand. Maybe if I sign spin it, I'll just sign spin. That's what I'll do. About one honk. Who's got an idea? You got an idea? I set off on my crafty sign crusade, and it caught the eye of a hard worker. He told me I have options, lots of them. One of them is not getting up at all.
Sleep in, that's perfect.
Then I was lucky to stumble upon a neighbor from our north. This Toronto gal said I could escape Super Bowl pressure if I moved with her to Canada. Is it really that big of a deal?
No, Canadians don't really know what that is. I'm not sure what Super Bowl is.
Either do I, really. The best 2 cents I got came from a bearded fellow who advised me to treat this upcoming Sunday like any other day, suggesting that I flush my mind of the two teams playing and I too could become an anti-Super Bowl hero. Wild guess, who's even in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I have no idea.
See, not everybody knows. The movement my sign and I started saw people from all walks of life unite. We are forever branded as the bunch that just doesn't see the super in this bowl. These are the two faces of hurt Super Bowl fans that won't be watching the game. This is our face of not watching the Super Bowl. This is the face of people who won't watch the game. You know, people I spoke to said that the Week 1 NFL draw, it's got a holiday feel to it. They almost wish that schools were closed tomorrow. They wish that they could call off of work on Monday. It just goes to show that the sports world really stops and becomes glued to all these games.
I feel like it's a free-for-all in Week 1.
Breathe in deep and say it with me. The NFL is back. You feel better? Well, me too. Looking around the sportsbook, you can easily spot the fans that are checking and rechecking their tablet to see how their fantasy team fared. Did you win the league last year, and are you going to win it this year?
Okay, now that's a great question. I really have not had a good team for a while, but I do feel good about this team this year.
Fantasy? Who needs that? We're in Vegas. We got the real thing. Cold hard cash legally laid down on NFL games. Many lined up at this window from out of state just to say they placed a bet.
You try to think what you do every day is illegal in 48 other states, but it's legal here in Nevada.
Hey, speaking of legal or not legal and bending the rules, you remember that Tom Brady Deflategate deal? Well, instead of letting experts blab about it, I asked loyal fans to a hands-on experiment.
This is a ball from the New England Patriots locker room.
Forget about it. I don't believe you.
I need you to let me know how it feels. Just describe it. Is it flat or is it full?
I mean, okay, it's flat, but get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. The bicep is way bigger.
Okay, I promise. No more talk about air pressure. But fans feel a sense of internal pressure to see their favorite teams win. And on Sunday meant America's team was back on TV.
I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I've obviously got some, got some bets laid out right now.
This is for Elizabeth Watts right there.
Oh my God! This game is ugly.
Listen, it wasn't pretty talking to people at the SLS and having to explain my Chicago roots and my love for the Green Bay Packers. If you don't know, cheeseheads are hated in the Windy City. But for the record, I came clean in this interview.
What do you think of this game? What do you think of opening week? We got a Chicago homelander that is a Packers fan. Thank you so much. That's a wrap.
All right, and here's the thing. William Hill officials tell me that Week 1 is really their biggest draw as far as money goes until the playoffs start. So this one definitely was a big week for them, and it's not even over yet. Still got 2 more Monday Night Football games to bring in some cash. A lot of fans I did speak to today, they were very happy. They ended up win or lose, bet or no bet. They had a great time on out here. I certainly did. Hey, listen, the Packers won. Our producer, Brandy, her Cardinals won, and Elizabeth, your Cowboys won. It's A-OK around Fox 5. Reporting live from the beautiful SLS, I'm Karl Mandik, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
The game was ugly, but it ended very nicely for me. Karl, we should make predictions real quick. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Wow, Super Bowl 50, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara. Man, not the Bears. Don't yell that. No. Oh gosh, I don't even want to say. You know what? I'm going to go Philly. I'm going to go Philadelphia against. I'm going to go Philadelphia against Miami.
Wow. You're not a good fan. I was waiting for you to predict the Packers. I'm going to say the Cowboys, of course. Karl Mandik, thanks for the live reports tonight. Part of the high desert state prison outside Las